Good evening, Mr. Sugar, said the man behind the desk whose job it was to never forget a face.
Henry Sugar was 41 years old, unmarried and rich.
Strange. The following is what Henry read in the little blue exercise book.
Gentlemen, I'm a man who can see without using his eyes.
He saw it, I cried. He saw that trolley. This is absolutely unbelievable. I was flabbergasted.
This is a terrific piece of information. This could change my life.
An extraordinary thing happened.
All at once, he sees through his own skin. Like an X-ray, only better, he sees everything. Henry was now almost certainly capable of making money faster than any other person in the entire world. Interesting.
His name was Henry Sugar. I think people ought to know a bit about what he has done for the world.
Start at a 1, take it to a 10, and if it gets you arrested, we've gone too far.
This is the true story of a family of baseball hustlers.
My dad used to say, a hustler's not a con man. The hustler believes.
Bang, that's one. All the fun stuff that happens at baseball games, fireworks, giveaways, you name it, they invented it.
We're going to do something that are going to make people sit up and take notice. There was street theater wrapped around a ball game.
What could possibly go wrong?
10,000 people on that field.
Oh, that's what could go wrong. This was an audience unlike we'd ever seen, in numbers we'd never seen. At the end of the night, I said, the old man, I'm done. I'm quitting.
The thing about second chances is you never know where they're going to come from.
Hello? I needed a miracle to really get people talking.
Come on, try out for the St. Paul Saints, all right?
Little did he know, redemption is a two-way street.
It could not fail. I would come home and be scared to death.
You never let it show.
My dream was to play professional baseball, and thanks to Mike Veck, that came true.
St. Paul brought me back to life.
When you think it's all gone.
I look at a baseball field, and every field I see has a piece of my family in it.
And with his two kids by his side, Mike shows them both how to be a hustler.
All that laughter and fun was going to save us.
This is the story of a guy who struggled to be a good son, then accidentally became a great dad.
Nobody ever cheered for Goliath. What do you think? They were sitting in the Coliseum going, crush that little bum!
You are coming up the street in Berlin, and you see a building on the corner that has a fantastic sign out front, and it says, "Here it is right."
Of all the nightclubs that we have in the Golden 20s, the Eldorado is the most spectacular queer venue.
Im Eldorado in Berlin kündigt sich eine neue Freiheit an, wo schwule Männer, lesbische Frauen, Transmänner und Transfrauen zum ersten Mal frei sein können, selbstbestimmt.
Ale ja się nie włóczę.
A co ty robisz?
Szukam.
Może Antoni księciem jest? Może ma jakieś posiadłości zamorskie?
A może jestem przestępcą i zamordowałem kogoś?
Mnie już niepotrzebny. W domu nie mam gdzie go postawić. Sierotka, Marysia. Nie zostanę tu długo. Odłożymy studia i jadę do Warszawy. Mamie obiecałam, że skończę studia.
Jak widzisz, życie nasi też ma swoje uroki. Zachwyciła mnie pani.
Michała przygniotło!
Nie gapić się, zapłacenie się nie płaci.
Nawet na lekarza nie starczy. Jego trzeba do szpitala!
Mogę zobaczyć?
Jest pan lekarzem?
Nie, lekarzem nie jest. Ale mogę pomóc.
Znachorstwo jest zabronione.
To po co się tak na nią gapiłeś, znasz ją?
Raz ją widziałem.
Pan umie... Kiedykolwiek operował pan człowieka? Muszę się zobaczyć z hrabią Stanisławem Czyńskim.
Tak nie można! Ja muszę zanonsować!
Ty jesteś z innego świata. Nic z tego nie będzie.
Leszek wspominał, że marzysz o studiach. Tak będzie lepiej dla wszystkich.
Jak co komu złego się działo, to od razu do Antoniego. I wiadomo, że tam pomoc zawsze się znalazła.
Ja bym wolała, żeby Antoni sobie nie przypomniał. Jest szczęśliwy, a o to w życiu chodzi, prawda?
Dlaczego zatrudzi się do więzienia?
Prawo jest prawem.
Niech się Antoni nie martwi. Będzie dobrze.
Let's introduce the band.
George.
I'm Andrew.
We had a #1 album, we had a string of hit singles, and we were selling out arenas.
How can the country be in love with these two idiots?
We met when I was 11 and Andrew was 12.
And there was only ever one thing that I wanted to do. Be in a band with George.
Andrew changed my life in exactly the way someone needed to change my life if I was going to be a pop star.
And that was it. Wham!
I mean, your record has been slagged in the press.
Slagged, yeah.
It knocked George. People weren't taking him seriously as a songwriter.
Pop became a very dirty word.
Whilst I was happy being in a band, George needed more. I never felt that our music defined me in the same way that it did for George.
As a young gay man, I was just uncomfortable because I was closeted.
For George, chart position was the ultimate validation.
I was forging an identity through my success, and by necessity, I went with full gusto into the progression of WHAM.
It's so gorgeous. I know.
Next thing you know,
with Wake Me Up Before You Go Go,
WHAM mania had arrived.
It's WHAM.
Wake me up before you go, go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go, go. I don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. Wake me up before you. When I was with Andrew, we were absolutely determined to have a fantastic time. Wake me up before.
We were living in the moment.
The success was so much more than I had ever dreamed of. And with your best mate, it was just absolutely magical.
Once upon a time in a fairy tale kingdom.
Oh.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Oh, what a peculiar bird you are. Now go make me a dress. Make your own dress.
This is the part where you run.
I'm on fire! I'm on fire! No! Not humanity! Oh, who would do such a thing?
That would be me.
Freediving is one of the world's deadliest extreme sports.
It's very simple. The deepest dive wins.
You've got to swim the length of a 70-story skyscraper.
3, 2, 1.
Freediving is an extreme sport. And extreme sports have extreme consequences.
One more.
I'm Alessia Zecchini and I'm from Italy.
Even when she was young, Alessia had some supernatural power with freediving.
She wanted to become the deepest woman in the world. Steve had this massive reputation as the best safety diver ever.
If a diver wants to feel secure, they're very happy diving with someone that they're familiar with.
He believed in Alessia, and so he started training with her.
Alessia and Steve, they had a very special connection.
Hello.
It was just a really good match.
This amazing lady is going to win the World Championships.
Alessia was after the world record, so she was going to push her limits. She wanted to be better than the best freediver ever.
When you push close to a limit, a lot can go wrong.
We build a family with love, honesty, trust. We as parents tried to do the best we can for our children. You do everything for them. That's what Beata and I did. But there's nothing that could prepare me for what I went through with my family. Nothing.
He was unapologetically himself.
A stand-up man.
The smartest player that ever played the game.
The Big Bang.
We're never going to see a winner like that again.
It's no conversation.
You know what's on his hands? More rings than fingers.
I don't even think he knew what type of player he was going to be.
He could win the game without scoring the ball.
Opening avenues for the younger generation.
More than any athlete of his era, Bill Russell came to define the word winner. Bill Russell, the man, is someone who stood up for the rights and dignity of all men.
I got cut from the junior varsity.
People didn't think Bill Russell was going to be a factor in the NBA.
Red Auerbach walks up to me, he says, I don't have any idea, don't care how many points you make. I just want you to help us win. I started to see things and notice things.
What a play by Bill Russell!
Wilt Chamberlain, he dominates every player he comes across.
But he didn't have the numbers that count, and that was winning championship.
The world is in a different type of turmoil. It wasn't lose your career, it was lose your life.
You're taking a stance, saying the things that need to be said.
Where are the other voices crying out for change? There's nobody listening.
Do you think the new black athlete can bring about any social or political change?
I have nothing to lose. Because if I don't have my manhood, I don't have anything.
I can hear you being quiet, Mom.
I hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order.
It's just hard to see my little man not being my little boy all the time.
Yeah.
You know, for years I've been taking care of this little boy. Making sure he is loved, that he feels like he belongs wherever he wants to be. He wants to go out into the world and do great big things.
Not bad, kid.
And what I worry about most
I love you, Miles.
is they won't look out for you like us.
Miles!
Want to get out of here? Wherever you go from here, you have to promise to take care of that little boy for me. Make sure he never forgets where he came from. And he never doubts that he is loved And he never lets anyone tell him that he doesn't belong there. You gotta promise, Miles.
I promise.
Who do you think you are? Really?
We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.